I'm Rob Naczi, and I'm the curator of North American botany from the New York Botanical Garden. Tonight I'll be speaking about my study of the intertidal flora of the Hudson River. These are plants that are especially restricted to the estuary of the Hudson, and I'm studying their past and their present and comparing the two. We have a tremendous diversity and a tremendous natural world that surrounds us, but few of us begin to become aware of it and then even appreciate it. So it's important because when we have a healthy environment, we are healthy. And the converse is true too. When the environment is in decline, we suffer as a result. That's a selfish perspective. I also believe that every species is inherently worthwhile and valuable. Back to our perspective, many times we don't even begin to know how we can benefit from the environment and these other species on the planet until we study them. So look at all of the advances that have happened in the last few decades. And the more we study our natural world, the more we will benefit from it. So things we cannot even imagine right now, we will be reaping the benefits from them as long as they are still present in the future. And that's one of the things that motivates me for conservation of our natural resources. My start in my career really began in high school. And I had my first break at research because I went to my biology teacher and I became interested in a group of plants, the carnivorous plants, particularly pitcher plants that are native to this region. And I wanted to do a research project on them. So I approached my teacher, who was very supportive, and he said, sure. So he gave me access to the facilities, and I started doing research, and again, I was hooked. So I knew within a year or two that I wanted to do something in scientific research for the rest of my career. So I'm very passionate about my work at the New York Botanical Garden. One of the nice things about it is there's a lot of variety, and that begins with the subject matter. So here in Northeastern North America, not even the whole continent, but in Northeastern North America, we have about 4,050 species of native plants. And then if you add in those that are non-native that have been introduced either intentionally or accidentally, we have over 5,000 species in the northeastern quadrant of the United States and adjacent Canada. So there are more plant species than any one person can really know. And learning that flora is a lifetime goal of mine. But even more importantly, and this relates directly to my job, I like interpreting our flora for the public. In other words, making it accessible, making it interesting, making it relevant. And my main duty at the New York Botanical Garden now is revising a standard reference on the identification of plants of northeastern United States and adjacent Canada. So I'm working on a manual, which is basically an encyclopedia on the identification, the appearance, the geographic distribution, the habitats, and the blooming times of all of these 5,000 plus species. So that's a job that will take a long, long time. And along the way, I'm doing more than that because the gratification for that is delayed. As I say, that's a long-term job, at least 8 or 10 years. So I'm engaged in conservation projects. Many of our native plants are in decline, and that is some of the material that I'll be presenting tonight in my lecture. Well, thank you very much for inviting me. It's a great honor for me to be here. Thank you.